Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going into the pistol round of the second map here. It's Fnatic versus mousesports here on Mirage. The second one, we did see Fnatic pick up the first cash, 16-10, but now we move on to a more shaky map. Not only that, a great map for mousesports, but let's jump right into the pistol war. Dennis is at least, he's got himself two. Oscar and Dennis, though, did respond. So back into a 3-on-2 here. We have mousesports up in the connector. They do have that window control that Dennis has taken. He's got a USP for the range as well. So actually a good gun for this position. Flusher is close. Crims is on the site, but he's gone. Now Flusher's low. This could be a real doable situation, but Dennis is now in a 1v2 as his teammate gets caught over in the connector. Bomb still dropped. Plenty of time to play with, but he just needs to remove Olofmeister from the equation. He actually backs off though, so now things are starting to look more doable. I think they know exactly where the bomb is. And Olof just going to sneak on up. Takes the kill. Fnatic, they will pick up that first round. Now, let's bring in some context into the mix. For those wondering what happened with the other games, we've had a lot of big wins. And not exactly the wins we were expecting either. A lot of the teams we thought that would kind of take this, teams like Astralis to beat Envy, nope, they fell apart. Teams like Na'Vi to beat Heroic, nope, they fell apart. So now Fnatic are in the top 6. This means Fnatic are in for a very good shot of making Pro League finals, and if they get this win, it will only make that chance bigger. But even if they lose this, they're still in for a very good chance, just due to the wins that we've had. We've had teams like FaZe lose to G2 and stuff like that. So it's a real doable situation. So Fnatic are definitely in a good spot here, but it's definitely not, confirmed. So still got to play out this map for the final confirmation. Got to see how everyone else does, see what the round difference is, do the maths, and chill out, and then we'll know what's happening. So Fnatic looking to try and take the second map. Now, as I was briefly mentioning in the pistol as well, well, Cash is Fnatic's best map, a map that they just took off of mousesports. Moving on to Mirage, a little more shaky for them. Definitely not their worst map by any means, but it's far from their best. So this is one that mousesports are actually fairly well equipped on in terms of strategy. So this one could be an upset, well, not an upset, but just a win for mousesports. I'd say this series is fairly 50-50 anyway. So mousesports could take this one away, and that could be dangerous for Fnatic. Either way, mousesports are qualified, right? So they don't care. Not to say that they don't want to win this game. Of course they do, because, who doesn't want a better seed going into the event? But even so, Fnatic, a lot of pressure on them here. But they do have the first 2 rounds at least in their bag. They've got a bio round coming up next after mousesports for Eco. And this should just be a bit of a clean anti-eco. Although I said that in the previous map, we had a couple of weird upset rounds of pistols, but mainly in favour of Fnatic, not against them. Scrims will open things up. mousesports are just left with a Deagle, a PT50, and a double Glock. Crims, even hunting for these, takes down Oscar. There's the bomb dropped, and at that point the round should be over, because Crims can just sit in the palace. He can just defend that bomb, and without armour, that UMP is going to shred these players. There's nothing they can do. You can see Lau trying to spam away with a Glock, just not going to work out. Dennis takes him down the flank coming out from Crims, should be able to follow up, and of course he will. It's all onto Chris. He's on a 4K right now. No ace though, that's Olof's. He's stealing it, taking that final kill onto Chris and Fnatic. Round difference doesn't count in EPL if teams have same scores as head-to-head. I think the admins were saying earlier to me that it's not determined yet whether it's a round difference or head-to-head. They said we may have some head-to-head matches, but it's not definite. I'm not too sure. Like we'll have to wait for verification. Let's just cast a match at least. Let's just watch some video games. As Lau, he gets tagged heavy down mid. The AWP puts him down to 40, and he gets spammed 12 to 3. But it's Flusher peeking out from the connector, gets himself one. May follow up, but he gets caught out as Dennis catches him moving away, trying to back off to take that man advantage home. But he falls down. Now back into a 4-on-4. But the aggression from Olof, this could be perfect. It's well timed. He's coming in from the back and no one's here from mousesports. They're actually pushing into the connector. In the meantime, it's all going to be onto Crims and JW sitting over in the jungle. Crims is dropped instantly. Now it's all on JW. The flank from Olof is so long. And JW sitting right next to Lau, man. You just need to check this close corner. He hears the pin pop. He knows there's a player close, but he can't peek due to the smoke. It's all on Olof. A lot of pressure. Trigger discipline. Takes the first. Moves on in. Hasn't committed. JW will be dropped in jungle in the meantime. It's a 2v3. Still doable for Fnatic, but a hard one to get. Molotov is going to be perfectly placed. Oh, apparently not. Goes on top of the balcony. Rops will drop Dennis, and that is just unlucky. Unless it was purpose, because it could corner out that top player on balcony, but doesn't do a thing, as Olof is now left. Has to save onto this gun. Has to run on back. Will try and get exits and try and do some economical damage on the way out, but Rops turns him down. It's Fnatic to fall out of that round, and mousesports to pick up their first of this map. 1-3. Either way, both teams on the bye. JW a little bit limited. It's not going to matter too much because mousesports are set up over towards these B apartments. That's a nice nade. Does go deep, but they just move out of it. Flusher in the meantime sat over towards short, and JW pushing up a little bit, trying to get himself some information, or at least a close position to take the fight. And this angle's good, because if anyone here from mousesports walks around, chances are he'll get the drop on them, and there will be a trade. And a 1-for-1 with a CZ versus an AK, definitely a good one. But they aren't walking in towards the B apartments, at least not yet. Lau's holding the outside, but the rest of them, they're sitting in towards middle for the time being. Pushing on in. Now this essentially looks like a bit of a short split, trying to make their way down in towards this B site. So the pressure is mainly going to be on Flusher here towards short to deny this presence coming in through that short area. And they will start to push up. There's a spray, but Oscar gets to first. Nice shot with the AWP. Going to try and follow up. But now towards the JW. Sat alone in the apartments. Gets himself one. As I say, a 1-for-1's good, but not with a man disadvantage. However, Dennis will claw it back. Takes one. Falls to the second one as Crims takes him down. Oh, sorry, that's Lau. Takes him down. And Crims will fall alongside him, leaving just Olaf. But Oscar will drop him. And mousesports, they pick up a second round. 2 rounds to mousesports, 3 to Fnatic. Olaf, Crims, Flusher, all P250s, but really not a lot of hope. Although I say that in the first map, if you did miss out, Fnatic full eco won against mousesports full buy. So, who really knows? We're going to see a very fast charge into B. Chris Shea opening things up. He does manage to take down Olaf, and Oscar will follow up as well. This is just easy for mousesports as they run on in. No issue taking down these armorless players. Mincemeat it is, as Flusher is left alone. Stuck in towards middle. No hope to close out this round. And Oscar, I think he may have just spotted him there as well. Going to be holding the angle, at least waiting for him to walk on close, and Flusher will be doing that just below the shot. Oh, what a shot from Flusher! We'll have the AWP as well. With no teammate in the vicinity to trade, Flusher could just run on back and hold on to that AWP. Invested $300 into that round and got himself almost 5k. Well, actually, including the Molotov, he did get 5k. So, what an investment. Ooh, dirty. Very, very close to falling away here. He is getting chased from behind. They really want to get this gun off him. They do not want to allow him to get away with it. And he will go down. Dennis takes him down. Even if he didn't, there's players from the flank, so there's no way he could have held onto that gun. Quite scary considering, you know, if he did, Fnatic would really have a very good buy up at their hands here. They do still have a great buy, but an AWP would really, you know, make the biscuit for them. They have a Mag 7 on Crims, it allows them to get more utility, but again, this is kind of what I disagree with. Fnatic not going for a single kit on the team, and so many teams do this. I'm not too sure why. You could easily forfeit a Molotov for a kit, and I think at least doing that for one kit is worth it. And putting that kit in towards middle, meaning not only is it likely going to be rotating into the site, but also if it gets dropped, it's in between sites, meaning it's close to pick up, regardless of which site the bomb goes down on. So I don't know, a weird one. Either way, this buy is definitely good from Fnatic. Crims utilising the Mag 7 at close range towards a palace, and mousesports just again charging on into B. Absolutely no fear on these guys. Smokes, mollies, flashes. They've got the full Monty as they run on in. Dennis going to be playing close, and a rotation will be pulled in as well as JW makes his way into the market. But it's Dennis to strike first. Takes the first kill. Lau as well dropped, and Flusher and Olaf. Everyone going to be chiming in here for one, apart from Olaf, because he's just standing there doing his thing. Finally, he will get a kill. And it's going to be Fnatic to close out that round with absolutely no issue. They even take an AWP. This time they get away with it though. Still, mousesports have some cash. They can drop a few weapons, buy up. Rops can throw over an AK. Oscar gonna get the AWP. I don't know. I understand it, but that's going to now limit his teammates. He could have dropped over an AK, but now Lau's going to be left on just a Tech 9. Still good enough. I mean, if one of his teammates gets dropped, he can easily grab their gun, but it's a risk reward of do you go with the AWP or do you go with the full AKs? And I think this makes sense, especially when you have such an explosive AWP on your team like Oscar. Flashes in towards middle. It's going to be a close position here from Dennis, trying to get something aggressive. Does manage to catch out the first one. Looking for the second, and the wallbang comes through. Lau trades from lower mid, and he's going to have his teammates supporting him as well. Chris J, who will chime in for one, but Lau gets two in the meantime. The boost into window as Rops gets dropped towards ramp. And now Fnatic split up either sides of the map. Olaf takes down Lau towards the underpass, and that's the bomb dropped. Chris J was attempting to split in through the market with the combination of the bomb going back through the apartments. But now, with that bomb dropped and taken hold of by Olaf Meister, it's in a really difficult spot. Chris J has to get that kill. He has to get that bomb back. But Olaf, this is so common. Instead of holding onto the bomb, he just moves back. Going to play the mind games here. Going to reposition. Try and get into somewhere exactly where Chris J wouldn't expect. And I want to see exactly how Chris J plays this. He's going to move on back in towards middle. Looking like he will go towards A. He has a full set of utility. Absolutely no issue for him. He can easily take any site. But the issue is, Crims is going to be very close for the rotation. Olaf's on the other side of the map. But actually, oh no, Chris J. No, of all the places he could have gone. Not like this. Not like this, Chris J. He goes down. Fnatic take it. He got given himself a free site. Now for those who are about to criticise that play, the reason he went for that is because if he went towards the A site and tried to get the plant, let's iron out all the positions the CTs could have been in. 1, 2, 3, 4, well 5 including if you take on top of balcony, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 positions. Now you can't clear that out on your own. Combined with the fact there could be 2 players stacking towards A just to play for the safe option. So that play, trying to sneak in from the back lines and go somewhere where they wouldn't expect, makes a lot of sense. The issue is Fnatic one step ahead of the game as usual. It's going to be mousesports now with just pistols to charge out onto this A site. But look at the spray down. Nothing going to go their way. Lau probably going to get tapped out in just a second. They know where he is. And they just want to play the trade game. Stick all together. He gets a kill with a Glock. JW? Not too sure. Don't know how anyone goes down to a Glock there, but fair play. It's mousesports. They now have the rifles in. No AWP on Oscar, but still plenty of utility to play with. And Fnatic, they are reaping the benefits of these 1 rounds. They have so much money to play with. Orp out, full utility kits across the board. Not an issue at all. JW stuck in towards middle, looking for that pick with the AWP once again. Molotov is spotted, or smoke, sorry. Going to force him out of position. Can't exactly block that. As you see, as default established on mousesports, they aren't hitting heavy in towards any areas of the map so far. Just kind of holding on to their control. They take mid deep. The smoke's going down in both connector and window. It allows them the passage to push in towards short if need be. But Olaf, the boost does not work out. Oscar, great shot there. Expecting the angle. And that's mousesports just gifted a free kill. Not only that, but the mid control now made so much harder, especially combined with the fact that they're re-smoking all these positions and still have a smoke left on Chris J. Window's still incapacitated due to that smoke, although it will eventually run out. And that connector smoke only just went down, so it still has about 8 seconds left on it. Now mousesports going to try and make their way somewhere, but the issue is they don't really have much options other than A, because they have 1 player towards ramp, that's Rops, can split up towards his site, but if they went B, they'd have to walk fully through short, which is dangerous with no split from the apartments. But don't worry, Chris J's found the entry. Rops can probably follow up as well, considering Flusher is alone on A, but he gets a bit of a retribution frag, takes down Chris J, and moves back in towards the CT spawn, making this man advantage a little less difficult, but still, 30 seconds left. Rops is holding the angle. Bomb will be faked. It's not going to bait out Flusher, but Rops, good shot, takes down JW. Flusher returns fire, takes down Rops in response, but Oscar still not committed to the plant. Good angle from Flusher, takes Lau, goes in for more. Flusher, that is absolutely sick. And Dennis, he's alone. He's got 15 seconds and both players have a crossfire on the site, but Flusher, he's just going to take the ace. What a retake. Or not even a retake, they didn't even get the bomb down. Fnatic, an absolutely crazy round. 7-3. Should not have happened from Flusher, but he gets the ace. I have absolutely no words about that play. That is just something else. I thought maybe he'd get 1 or 2, delay it, allow his teammates to rotate in, and then mousesports would probably just play the numbers game, but no. He takes the round single-handedly. Now mousesports left with just pistols. No bomb plant as well. That's the most important thing. The money is just screwed on these guys. If they got a bomb plant in that round, they could have probably bought up into this one. Considering they have about 2k post-investment. They could definitely get a buy. But no, that's going to limit them severely. At least they get a kill into middle. JW goes down. The AWP removed from the equation. But again, they lose a player in the meantime. Flusher takes down Chris J. And Dennis sitting towards short. May get cornered, but he gets chased by the player with a Glock. Oscar goes to the floor. And Rops and Lau remain as the last 2 standing here for mousesports. With Rops gone. Lau on a 1v4. No weapon to work with other than a Tech 9. Dangerous weapon, but absolutely no AWP. or M4 or AK, meaning range is going to be an issue here. And Flash is posted up, holding the angle, spamming away. Lau, he got a Glock in one of these rounds. He got a Glock kill in one of these rounds before in a 1v4, but this time it's not going to work out. Dennis takes him down. And now mousesports back on the bye, but again, I mean, realistically, this should be a 6-4, maybe 6-5 at this point. If mousesports picked up that round, they really should have won without Flusher getting that ace. AWP on either side though. Oscar's finally brought it back, and this will be interesting to see how he plays it. He can get himself the pick, open up the round for mousesports, which they often seem to do. They constantly seem to be getting that pick towards JW. Even if they don't get that kill, they usually flush him out of the window room, and that really is limiting Fnatic's mid control. We see constantly, mousesports aren't having an issue getting onto the site, they're having an issue getting the kills while they get onto the site. Fnatic are giving them the control towards middle. Mousesports are making their way up into connector or up through short almost every single round, charging it to B. That's not the issue. The issue is the fact that, well, not only Flusher is acing, but Fnatic is not allowing this bomb to go down, and they're also retaking very well when they do. So again, we got to see mousesports get onto the sites and get those plants in. That's a difficult thing. Lau does trade though, so that first kill going the way of Fnatic is pulled back in the favour of mousesports, because a 4v4 going to favour the T's here. It means Fnatic have to split up more, equally across the map, meaning they have less control towards certain areas like B, because now in a 4v4 they have to either leave mid or leave B, and they've chosen to leave, well, technically leave B, but Flash is not really holding mid, he's just holding more of a passive mid to allow them to boost, so he can get a pick. But it's mousesports to walk into this B side of the map with just Dennis to defend. In theory, this should be their site, but Flasher has a quick rotation. Dennis, though, can he defend? That's the question. One kill onto Lau. Oscar catches a rotation onto Flusher, but Dennis is caught in the open by Chris J. Now leaving two from Fnatic to retake. This should be a done deal. There's no way mousesports should overexpose himself. They have all the time to plant. Rops will put that down as well. And Oscar's posted towards the window room as well to disallow the market, to disallow them in back towards the site. But it's going to be the split coming in, both short and market. JW coming in first, looking for that pick with the AWP, spots the head, but he gets flashed. Still unable to find this first opening kill as Crims also looking for something, but there we go, JW's gone. Oscar peeks him with the AWP, and Crims, if he can't find a pick in the next 2 seconds, he needs to save. Seems like he's just waiting for exits. If mousesports exit towards Mark, he can get a kill. Attempting a ninja maybe, but that's just a bit overzealous. Maybe even just a kill. I mean, Fnatic have a bit of money to play with. Even then, it's not really worth it. All he was trying to do is take guns off of Mouse. The reason being is they have 3 players alive. If he got one more kill, that would have stunted the growth of Mouse economy. Maybe if he took the AWP off, for example. That could be great, but it's a risk-reward play. Either way, Fnatic can still buy up almost full. JW the only one who's limited here by money. But is he UMP limited? That's a question. Not really. Not in the current meta. And now we have mousesports changing things up. Set up towards A. This time they put a bit of a more lax control around mid. Rob's taking that lurk roll over towards the middle area, as he usually does, while the rest of them set up this smoke take towards the A site. It's going to be Flusher and Crims, the first 2 players to make contact here. Nate goes out from Flusher, but he's smoked off on the stairs. Has to look over the top of this angle. Over towards a triple box to try and find a kill. Crims hasn't been smoked though, that's the issue. The Molotov is deep, but that won't catch him out. It's Olaf doing the catching here as he peeks out with the AWP, takes the first. Instantly 3 players are left for mousesports, and the retake is on for Fnatic. So good so far. But they're taking it slow. Pushing on back in. Flusher up on the stairs, going to make contact with Rops, does try and get him, he actually lands a shot as well. Dennis trades, but now he knows where he is as Flusher falls in from the sky, takes him down. That's JW actually to pick up Dennis, and Lau to get dropped by the AWP of Olafmeister. A well synchronized retake, Rops getting picked, Fnatic going, we have a 5-on-2, let's just drop in, and they do exactly that, take the round. 9-4, a great CT side, considering this is a map that not only mousesports are very good at, but also a map Fnatic are kind of only average at. This is showing how well Fnatic can perform when they're up against pressure, and the pressure of them not qualifying for the Pro League finals in Dallas seems to be motivating them to pick up these rounds. Considering the previous maps, we had a lot of upsets. We had, MV beating Astralis. We had, I think, Oh, I'm going to butcher that. Heroic beating Na'Vi, for example. Things like this. It's big surprises. But, okay, Chris J walking through the smoke. The Mag 7 doesn't work, apparently, as Crims gets dropped. And now mousesports, individual play, going to open up the round and give them an opportunity to get this bomb down once again. It's Flusher to rotate in, but Dennis in through the smoke. 1 kill, and the open plant from Dennis going to fall. Flusher spots him. Lau may pull back. 1 kill, but that's only what he's going to achieve. Oscar's still close, but the smoke's about to dissipate. And this is going to be a real issue because he'll be so exposed not only to the CT spawn where JW sitting, getting that kill, but also to the jungle. However, it doesn't matter. Flusher cleans up the last player, and Fnatic 10 rounds to 4. mousesports in a difficult spot here. They have 3 Tech 9s, a double scout. Weird buy. But maybe it will catch Fnatic off guard. Who knows here? JW has an AWP to counter these scouts, but he's in towards middle alone as mousesports. They set up once again towards ramp. Chris J trying to look for the opener. It's going to be Dennis pushing in though. In through the smoke with 20 HP remaining. Finds a kill onto Crims. Nice shot there. But Flusher's still over towards the jungle room, holding the angle, does spray down, lots of damage, and he actually picks up the kill on move as well. Gonna have to fall back, but Dennis is still close, could catch him off guard, but no, Flusher gonna spray him through the smoke. That'll be it. 4v3, Fnatic in a great spot. Olaf Meister will do another as well as he takes down Lowell, and Rops and Oscar are last 2 remaining. This round should just be done at this point. Oscar actually tags down Flusher and takes the kill as he is extremely damaged early on as well. And now mousesports, I mean, this is doable, but it's very, very difficult, considering the scout's going to need 2 shots to take down every single one of these players, aside from headshots. But Rops, he could take down JW here, because he may be tunnel-visioned in on the behind, and yeah, there we go. Rops has found it, almost whiffs it, takes the kill though. It's going to be the push-up short. Oscar falls, Dennis takes him down, and Rops returns fire. Now this is doable. Rops is in a clutch situation. He's taken 2 already. He only needs a 3rd, and Olaf Meister's coming from below. I think he heard the footsteps. Rops zoomed in on the position. 30 seconds left, but Olaf heard the scope. As Rops moves on back, the Molotov goes down. He makes his way in towards the A side. Bomb in hand, 20 seconds on the clock. And he only needs 1 bullet with that AWP to remove Olaf Meister's dreams. It's all a game of timing and wit as Olaf pushes back in. Good angle from Rops, but can he hit the reaction shot? That's the question. Spots him going for the jump. Peeks out wide. Oh, Rops! Wallbang headshot. This is why mousesports picked this guy up, for the flashy plays like that. He takes the clutch, he takes the 3k, and he takes the round for mousesports. But anyway, that's going to be the first half of this map concluded. We will be back very, very shortly with the second half between mousesports and Fnatic for the second map of this best of 2 in just a few moments' time. So be sure to stick around. We won't be long. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're jumping into the second best round here of the second and final map of this series. Is Fnatic versus mousesports here on DE Mirage. Hope you've enjoyed the matches so far. This has personally been a really enjoyable one for me. I've been liking this one a lot, so let's see how it continues. Fnatic, a very risque buy, but I like it. Double Tech 9 Raid Boss setup. We have two smokes on Flusher and Crims, and they are going to be faking towards A. Already smoking out towards A, sorry, not faking. The other players are actually coming in through the underpass. This is going to be split towards the A site. So the smokes go down towards jungle and connector and stairs. And then these other players with the Tech 9s, they split out through underpass and make their way into that A site. So Oscar, he's got to be the man to stop this. Get spotted. They're spamming away. He still hasn't hit a shot. Finally takes the kill, but Olaf trades. And Olaf going to be looking for more as he rounds his way into jungle. Finds himself two. Lau and Oscar doing work, but Olaf doing more as he takes a third, but the flank is still coming in. Lau drops in through the middle area. And Olaf, he's looking in for the 4K already, maybe even potentially the ace. Lau chases it, but Olaf finds it first. And Rops, last man standing. Are they going to allow Olaf to get this ace, or are they going to steal it as well? As Rops, he gets himself one, looking in for more. Bomb is planted, but he only needs couple of shots to get himself this round. Easier said than done, especially on 17 HP. One bullet from Flusher is all it takes. As Rops waits for someone to overpeak, overextend, take a fight they shouldn't. But no one's doing it from Fnatic. They're just playing a passive. The pressure is on Rops to make the next move as he works his way round towards jungle. 6 HP left on the man. He's surely going to get double peaked in just a second, but Flusher, he gets it all done. AD takes the kill. Olaf with the 4K with that Tech 9. And that is going to be the round going the way of Fnatic. Obviously scoreboard a little bit off because we did have JW and Oscar disconnect during halftime, so that's why they're on 0 kills and 1 kill. They did have impact in the first half, I'm pretty confident. But anyway, this is so far turning out to be a dominant map for Fnatic. More so dominant than the first one on Cash as well. Which is a surprise considering that's the map that, mousesports are sorry, this is the map that Fnatic is supposedly not very good on. Obviously Cash is a great map for Fnatic. But moving on to this, not so much Mirage, so I'm surprised to see them doing so well. Either way, Dennis coming in from the back. Olaf spots him. There we go. Takes the kill. And Flusher looking for a little bit more as well. Clearing out the connector. He's got one close angle player on his left. That's going to be Rops with the 5/7 armor. Not the P250. And just a complete back off of towards top mid. Not even want to take that fight. As Flusher moves on back. It's Oscar. Greeted with a lot of players over towards that ladder room and window area. Flusher going to be finally coming back into the connector. Spots Rops. Damage done. Down to 46. Fnatic looking to try and split their way into this A site eventually, but the bomb is still outside of B, so it looks like a bit of a fake for the time being. Scout from Oscar does land. Good damage onto Flusher. But Fnatic are far from committed to either side of the map. In fact, it looks like they want to finally take towards short as the bomb is picked up in the apartments, and we see two players make their way up towards that B side of the map. Dennis, JW, as well as Olaf over in apartments with the support from Crims. This is the B take, but look how low some of these players are. This is doable for mousesports, or at least for Lau, who gets two, almost gets the third, but gets traded by Dennis. Now Rops again, another clutch situation for the man. A very tough spot to be in. Dennis even spots him on the jump, so now Rops with no weapon. Only a pistol has to run on in. First one done, that's Flusher. He was on okay HP. Now this one looking more doable, but again, Crims is full health. Really, this just shouldn't be a possibility. Even if he taps the bomb, he'll get sprayed, and one bullet will end his life. As he finds himself round the corner, Crims is there, and there's the headshot he gets greeted by. Fnatic onto a 12th round. A fairly close anti-eco there. mousesports making it costly, but again, it's not going to come into too much of an issue for the Fnatic side, as they do still have the money to buy up, and they will have a full anti-eco here. So they can just stick with, Glock players if they need be, because mousesports are really not going to have anything to work with. Fnatic, in theory, don't need 4 rifles. They could go for 3 rifles, a Mac 10 and a P250. Something like that. Just play it safe economically, though. Either way, they will buy. They've got Olaf on that Tech 9. Oh, Tech 9, Mac 10. Posted up in that connector, looking to try and find the entry. Chris J spams away at JW, does take that kill, and I'm sure Olaf will now take that AK back. Not only so they can't take it, but also so he has a bit of a fallback, a safe fallback. Spots Oscar on the jump. And actually, funnily enough, that engagement in the first half, we saw Oscar headshot Olaf from that exact position, so a bit of a rivalry going on there. As Lau peeks in towards middle. And mousesports wrapping 3 players back towards the A side of the map. They've got Rops deep in Palace as well to spot for any kind of rotation in toward the A site. Fnatic is still focused on middle, again looking towards that B area of the map. They've got the apps control from Crims. The rest of the players are going to make their way through short, and mousesports, their stack has not worked out. Dennis has to do this solo, and he's not even in the site to do it. He has to just play from the market, because there's no way they'll allow him through that window, as the bomb will go down for Flusher. Mousesports just looking to do damage at this point, just economical damage to whittle away at the money that Fnatic have, because it's going to start to build up as these guys pick up 3 rounds in a row on this half. Lau trying to find something, does get a damage off onto Olaf, but again, no kill. This is over. Rops has got himself the Mac 10, so that's good for at least, you know, getting maybe 1 kill close. Lau eventually finds that D kill, so does do something, but Flusher trades him out. And now we see Flusher chasing him towards short, trying to look for a little bit more. Actually gets overrun, doesn't matter, sprays down 2, great control, and has Crims to support him as well. He knows there's a final one there, but he doesn't know where he is, and Olaf gonna actually team kill. So desperate to get out of the site, he'll shoot anyone in his way, including his friends. Fnatic, they will round themselves up at 13 rounds after those 2 anti-ecos. 13-5. mousesports yet to get around this half, but this is going to be their opportunity to do so. A couple of throwaways, now the buy. If they don't pick up this round, this map is probably done, to be honest, because Fnatic will be up to 14 and Mouse will have to force buy with no money. So last possible chance for mousesports to really get into this matchup. It's not looking good. Rops is close towards ramp. There's Fnatic ready to burst, and they're not even going for the smoke take. They're just running out of ramp as soon as the smoke dissipates, or maybe before it dissipates. As Dennis charges on him with the flash. Rops takes 1, sprays down 2, tries to go for a third, but Crim trades, but it doesn't matter because they still got the man advantage. However, JW is making that slightly less so as he removes Dennis over from the stairway. Oscar in CT with the orb. Smoked off. Not going to matter. He can jump up on top. Get himself an elevated position to try and stop this bomb plant. He's going to go for it. Spots it. Trade comes through, but again, 1-for-1 is good for mousesports in a man advantage situation. And Chris J, even that surprised me. Shows JW what he's made of. Sprays him down through smoke. Doesn't manage to save the orb, which is something quite impactful now, because while Fnatic can't buy up an orb, mousesports would definitely want to keep that economy on a high. Build it up as soon as possible. But Fnatic, as you would expect, forcing into this round with such a leading scoreline, you can't blame them. UMP, pistols across the rest. And this is just their pistol strat. 1 player towards the top of middle, 2 towards ramp setting up smokes, and 2 coming in through the underpass to split through connector. Exactly what we saw. We saw Olaf Meister and Dennis do this exact thing with the Tech 9s and the pistol, whereas Flusher and Crims are the ones setting up smokes. This is the same setup, the same 5 players and the exact same thing on the pistol with different weapons. A basic way of taking A. The issue is they really don't have the weaponry for it, but let's see what they can get done at these close ranges. They could burst, for example, or they could boost, and Dennis will do that. Going up into the window room, takes down the other Dennis and gets himself an M4, and oh no, Flash has got one as well. JW's taken down Chris J towards short, and now these pistols are wreaking havoc. Lau, not even going to get chased, doesn't even get given the free opportunity for a pick, and it's all onto Rops towards the CT spawn. Has to do the damage, spamming away, gets himself 1, but there's still so many players, there's no way he can take more. Lau finally finds JW towards short, and Rops did dink Flusher in the meantime, but the bomb's down. Fnatic are in a 1v3, or a 3v1 at least. Lau has to push on back in. May spot the first, but he doesn't see him go towards ramp. That was a free pick. He could have taken down the crossfire, but now it's gone. And Flusher going to even be wrapping potentially back through the apartments, coming in through Palace. I think he knows, but he won't be able to stop him. Flusher's just on the other side. He's going to take the fight. This is cheeky. This is Flusher for you. Does the damage, but Lau will take him down. Either way, save coming through. Fnatic, they're up to 14 rounds here on this T side. And this is what I said. This game is as good as done now, because not only Fnatic 1 away from map and match point, but also, mousesports will have no money. They lost their first buy round. They'll have loss bonus, yes. They'll have 2,900 after 4 in a row lost. Plus Lau on the save, which will be a little bit more to work with. They can throw over that rifle and he can buy up something else. But look at the cash. Not even 2,900, sorry. Oh, because of course they picked up that previous round. Brain fart. Completely forgot about that. But it's a reset. That's even worse for Mouse. They even have less money now. It'd be better if they lost the previous round and they get reset here. Because while they have 6 instead of 5, not exactly a saviour. My mistake. But either way, mousesports with no cash here and Fnatic just on the edge of teetering on this win. Again, it doesn't matter so much for Mouse because they've already qualified. This is far more impactful for Fnatic to win this one. But still, Mouse do want the better seed going into the main event, and Chris J, he's going to try and get that seed. Plants a bullet in Dennis's head, backs off, tagged up. Fnatic are playing this one safely now after losing that first man. Not overextending, just trying to regroup. Olaf trying to look for a pick in towards that A side of the map through Palace. Nothing presenting itself, but we may just see an opportunity. Actually, they're moving towards CT Sport, but Oscar walking through. Tagged. Information grab, but no kill. And Olaf spotting out Rops, I think. Or at least, maybe not. Over in the sandwich. It's going to be the rest of the players are split up through jungle. Or window, sorry. Or connector. Third time lucky. At least Crims is taking window, so it's not completely wrong. Messing up my calls right now, but maybe Mouse are doing the same. Dennis pushed up towards round. Olaf. Oh no, that's so unfortunate for Dennis there. If he got that kill, this round could have been really, really good for mousesports. A 5v3. But no, Rops mollied out, has to move, repositioning in the open. Players still very close to being behind. Flusher's not made his way yet out of the Palace, but that Molotov, Rops is getting so unlucky here. He's a flaming man, although he may just survive this one as he sits in the corner. They don't expect it, but Flusher will check it just in case. Takes down Rops, looking in for more. Lau gets tagged, and these players are both so low. It's only Oscar left over towards the site. Stuck in the CT spawn. Flusher does chase him down. Good damage, but damage is not what they need. Kills are what they need, as Crims will finally take down Chris J, and Fnatic will grab themselves map and match point. One more needed for the win. mousesports looking pretty demotivated after this one. At least in cash it was close. It was back and forth. Both teams are doing well. Wouldn't say the same for this one. Either way, one more round needed for Fnatic to close out this series. As I said, Oscar in towards middle. AWP? Well, I'm usually expecting that, but this time it's a deagle, you know. Rops. Unlucky, man. Sprayed through smoke by Olaf. The Trace is giving away his position. Fnatic can now take this mid control. They've got rifles up against pistols. They know mousesports aren't going to be contesting it too heavily, other than Lau sitting on short. These guys are giving up the mid control. No window play. Only a close connector player, Oscar, with the deagle. But he's going to have to back off. The smoke goes down. He tries to find an angle in towards this window room, but this smoke is still not dissipated. He can't stop these guys from going up short. They will have that B site in just a second unless Lau has anything to say about it. Bait peeks. Does cause a bit of a shot going off, and JW just going to take the head off of him. 3 will now remain for mousesports. It's rotations galore, as Oscar can't even make that jump in towards short. Seems like this one is going to be over. But let's see if mousesports can surprise us. Oscar, apparently not. Crims will take him down. Now Dennis and Chris J remaining. Bomb will be planted for Fnatic. Utility expended to jump out. JW takes 1 and Chris J will be dropped 2. That'll be it. Fnatic take it 16-6, as we would expect. Game over, done and dusted. And Fnatic are in a very good spot now to qualify for the Pro League finals. I think they might have actually done it just off of that win, but it depends how the other matches went, so I won't say for sure. But it's very, very likely they've qualified for the Pro League finals in Dallas. So, interesting nonetheless. Very impressed with Fnatic from that matchup. You know, wasn't expecting a 2-0 by any means. I was actually expecting a 1-1 split. I was hoping Mouse would take this one. But either way, it's a good series nonetheless. And that will be done. So again, guys, that will be my first and out of 2 series for tonight. That's me done with the EU matches. I'm not sure any of you will be staying up till 4 in the morning like I am, but I am going to be casting the next match, which will be Misfits versus Immortals at 4 a.m. CEST. So in 6 hours. So no, sorry, 5 hours. 5 hours. So if any of you are a fan of that match, be sure to tune in to Immortals versus Misfits in just a few. I'll be going to sleep before then, I can imagine. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. That will be the second and final game done for this one. And yeah, really nothing else to say. That's all done. That's all finished. And I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, you can of course drop a follow over on my Twitter, because I'm self-plugging because I'm a horrible person. It's Hugo TV. I hope you did enjoy the casting. Of course, it was very very different, as I was both observing, producing, and as well as that casting on my own. So no duo partner for me tonight. But either way, it's been a lot of fun, and it will be fun continuing on later this evening. So again, guys, hope you have a great evening. Twitter @itsHugoTV. I'm sure someone will drop that in the chat, and we will see you guys soon.